Alright, you guys, I had to start the video over. So, basically, I already did my eyeliner. I did my foundation. Now I am applying my creamy concealer. So, I'll upload the first video. My man called me, my son's father. He's letting me know what time he gets out of work. So, that was the most important call, of course. But, yeah, right now I am applying my concealer, like I said. So, I will make sure that I upload the first video. But, yeah, like I said, you just, you have to play around with the makeup and do it how you like it. And I really like these brushes. I really like this brush. Let me see how the big one works. Let's see how the big one works. Because they're brand new and I haven't used them yet. So, you guys are actually getting a real raw reaction of me using my new makeup brushes. How is that? Alright, so I'm gonna just let you guys know, because I know in the other video I asked if you wanted to know about the 24 hours before I went to the maternity ward to have my son. Hey, bub. What you looking? You looking at Remy do her makeup? Okay, so I love this. I love these brushes. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, since I already did the foundation and the concealer, get it over on this side. I love this mirror too, because I can see every angle of my face. And like you guys know, I have this little baby mirror. You really can see your face up close and personal if you need to. They also have another mirror on this side that you can do it, Let's get that blended in right. How about that? And we can go in circular motions because, that's what this brush is for. But, yeah. So, my son was born February 3rd. And, he's 1 now. He's going to be 2 in February. And before I get into anything else, let me say, every woman has different levels of pain for contractions, because honestly, I can honestly say that I felt contractions, but they were very minor. But as well, I was talking junk and I was saying oh shit the whole time. Eyelash curler. Okay. So, like I was saying, guys, the night before I went to the maternity ward, I was in and out the shower, and the only reason I was in and out the shower was because of the pain. It was minor pain, but at the same time, the shower relieved that warmth and that hotness and that steam. It relieved some of the pain. So I stayed in and out the shower. I tried to lay down. It wasn't working. Trying to lay on my back, it was not working. It really wasn't. So I got back in the shower. I tried to lay on the couch. It didn't work for me. I tried to lay in the bed like twice, maybe 3 times. I tried to lay on the couch maybe twice, 3 times. But it's not working. So for the remainder of the night, I was in the tub. I was taking baths, literally. I think this one will do. Yeah. Should I do this one or that one? So I'm just in the tub. Babe is sitting on the toilet, and he is basically like, you know, breathe. You'll be alright. You can do this. You can get through this. He asked me literally like 3 or 4 times if I wanted him to call for the ambulance. But I said no. And then finally, at like maybe 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, he went to sleep. But I was still up because I was having contractions. But when I woke up in the morning, when I felt the contractions, I was like, oh shit, maybe I'm going in the right direction. So what I do is I call the nurse. The nurse was like, yep, it looks like everything is going good for you. That's how it's supposed to go. You can go on about your day. And then when you feel something else, well, you know, your contractions are supposed to be a certain way. And then you go to the hospital. I think they're supposed to be like 2 or 3 minutes apart, and then you go. But that didn't happen for me. So I went on about my day. I paid my rent. I got a new phone. And then I came home. Now the funny thing about that is that when I got home, I had more pain because of the fact that I wasn't moving around. I was sitting down instead of moving around. Now I felt contractions more when I sat down and not moving compared to when I was standing up. So the next thing I did was try and eat some food before I tried to take a bath. So that wasn't working because I was just in too much pain, and I got in the shower and just stayed there for a while. And then I got out, tried to lay down for the night, and it just wasn't happening. The pain was really intense. Like, the more the day went on, the pain got really intense. So I get back in the shower, and then I get out, I put my clothes on, I tried to lay back in the bed. It wasn't working, so I got up, tried to lay on the couch, and it wasn't working. So what did I do? I go back in the shower. Hi, bub. So the next thing I know, I'm getting out the shower again, and I tried to lay on the couch. Now by this time, it's like 4 in the morning. So I get up off the couch, and then what I do is I just go back in the shower. And then finally, at like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, I call for the ambulance. I have to fix that. So, yeah. 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, I call for the ambulance because, like I said, babe went to sleep at like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning because he was concerned about me and watching me and asking me if I wanted him to call for the ambulance. Finally, at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, I finally got sick of it and was like, I'm gonna call myself. So after I called him into the living room and he woke up, bumped his elbow and all. He woke up and then came into the living room. I told him that the ambulance was coming. So he hurried up and got dressed. And then they came. So, So then they're asking me a whole bunch of questions. Of course, you know, that's what they do. They ask you a whole bunch of questions. So for me, they were like, oh, maybe is your mucus plug going and stuff like that. Now, it's my first pregnancy, so I had no idea what they were talking about. I'm like, what the heck are they talking about? What is a mucus plug? But my OB did explain it, but I was tired and I was halfway listening, but it's all good. So they put me on the stretcher. So they put me on the stretcher and we go downstairs in the ambulance. So I get to Mercy Hospital and they check me in and stuff like that. They make me go, you know, to the bathroom and they check you and you change your clothes and stuff. So now I get in the bed and they're putting on the things, you know, to check the baby's heartbeat, make sure he's good and stuff like that. Excuse me. What was the next thing? Yes, the surgeon comes in, she talks to me. The person who's going to do my epidural comes in and talks to me. And then, of course, when they're going to take you into labor, they have you sign so much paperwork. Why you're having contractions, why you're not really trying to hear nobody talk to you, you're not trying to really be concerned about anybody else or have anybody next to you, or, you know, you just want to be left alone. But you have to sign the paperwork. So, the next thing is she explains to me what's going on. Basically, what's going on is his heart rate is going down every time I have a contraction. So she said that she was going to go ahead and take me in to do a C-section. Now, I was like, okay. And then the anesthesiologist, I'm sorry guys, the one that's going to do my epidural comes in the room again to explain to me the procedure of what he's going to do. And then, you know, I sign the paperwork and then they take me into the room to have a C-section. So I go in the room. So they take me in the room. And he does the epidural first. And then it's like you have to hunch your back. And then you have to, they help you lay back afterwards. So then the surgeon comes in, you know, my man came in, sat next to me, make sure I was good. You know, and then she put the little curtain up. And then the next thing you know, all I felt was pressure, which was her taking my son out. which she had already told me that I was going to feel pressure. So, after the pressure, he's out. But I don't know that he's out. My fiance tells me that he's out. So then I go, what's he doing? He's not crying. What's he doing? Oh, he's just laying there. They're weighing him. So the lady comes around the corner with the baby because she asked me if I wanted to see him. And I said yes. The next thing I know, she comes around the corner and I'm like, who is that white baby? But it's funny and bittersweet to me because I was a white baby. I didn't get my color until later. So trust me, he was a white baby and he got his color like 3 months later. But that's how I was because I am Puerto Rican and black. So my color came later. So did my son's. But he's a really cool, calm, collected baby. I love him to death. You know, he's gonna be 2 soon. I'm trying to figure out what to do for his birthday. So, the palette I used was L'Oreal. So now I'm going to put the mascara. And this is Avon mascara. But yeah, so then after they bring me back to where I first came in because my room wasn't ready, so me and the baby are just in the back, just chilling, you know. And then she asked me, you know, do you want to hold him? Do you want to do skin on skin? Do you want to breastfeed? Do you want to do skin on skin? I'm like, yeah, I'll take him. I'll do skin on skin. I'll breastfeed. I'll do all of that, you know. Because when you breastfeed, it's healthy for the baby, especially the milk. So then my fiance leaves because I didn't bring my bag, which he asked before I left if I needed my bag, and I was like, no, it might just be, you know, something minor and they might send us home and we'll have to come back later. No, that's not what happened. So he had to leave, come back home and get my bag. But the cool thing is that we only live like 10-15 minutes from the hospital. So it wasn't far for him to go. And I literally had to call him to see where he was at after 2 hours, because I kind of knew that he probably came home and fell asleep, which he did, because when I called him, that's exactly what he said. He was like, oh, I fell asleep, my fault. And I was like, no, you know, it's all right. They're washing the baby up, you know, it's all right. You was up with me, you know, practically half of the night. So, it's all right. Just, you know, bring me my stuff, like, you know, and then, you know, 20 minutes to an hour or something, you know, get your rest. It's all good. I don't have nowhere to go. I'm here until Wednesday because I had a C-section. So then they come with another bed for me to get on, and then the other nurse wheels the baby. So and then the other nurses are wheeling me to my room. The other nurse is wheeling the baby to the room. So then they come and check the baby, and then they're like, oh, can we take him to washroom? Yes, take him to washroom. It's all good. You know, the baby is still going to have that smell because all babies do, at least for like a month almost. Excuse me. So they bring him back to the room, and you know, my fiance is back. He brought me the stuff. I changed my clothes because I couldn't take a shower until the next day. So, where is... Okay, so I have eyeliner right here. So, the next thing, like I said, he came back, and then, y'all can't see me, and then, you know, he stayed with me for a little bit, and then he came back home, which was fine. I didn't really mind it. If y'all don't know, I put dry eyeliner first. Well, I put it right here too, but I also put it right here and then put the liquid eyeliner. So the next day he has to work, so he doesn't come see me till after work, of course. Well, no, the next day was Sunday because I had him on Saturday. So the next day was Sunday, and then you know, I didn't do the meal until a day later because when you have your firstborn, they give you a special meal. Who knew? But I kind of tried to wait on that because I didn't know what he wanted, so I waited until he got there. But you know, there are people that have their babies in the NICU after they come out for C-sections. Mine's only had to stay for one night, and that's only because his sugar was low. But it's all good because he is perfectly healthy and fine. It's not the one I want. And he's making great strides, and he is making all of the milestones. And he is very, very tiny. He was very tiny. He was 4 pounds, 14 ounces. He was very tiny. And at first it was touch and go because he wasn't gaining weight. So my childhood doctor wanted to be rude. So what I did was I changed his doctor. And now he's doing so much better since I changed his doctor. He's gained weight. His weight has gotten to where everybody else's baby is supposed to be at the age he was. Like, my OB thought that he was going to be 7 pounds, 8 ounces. Well, 7 pounds or 8 pounds. But it was the total opposite. He was 4 pounds, 14 ounces. So, this is everything. It's done. So I'm going to go like this one more time. And you know, it's great being a mom. It's stressful at times because you know they cry and they can't really tell you what they want. But for the most part, I try to stay on demand, knowing what he wants and what he likes. But I had a great experience at Mercy. I had a great experience at Mercy Hospital for labor and delivery. They were really, really great. They were sweet. Any questions you had, they answered. They helped you with the utmost respect. Like, they also had like a lactate consultant, like most hospitals, with new moms that don't know about breastfeeding or anything like that. They usually don't have lactate consultants, which at Mercy they did, which I loved, because I had no idea about, you know, the different positions of breastfeeding and stuff like that. But it was really, really great. I wasn't really eating hospital food all the time because my fiance would bring me food. You know, hospital food is something completely different from home food. But you know, he's doing very well and very great. And he will be 2 next year in February. It'll be a new year pretty soon. And he will be 2 years old. So I wonder what this year is going to bring, because this year of being 1, he has started walking. He's practically running everywhere. He's all over the house, pulling stuff down. He likes to color. He likes to dance. He likes to listen to music. You know, he hates naps. I think that's every kid or every baby. They hate naps. Like, but it's alright. You can stay up with me all day if you want to, because I don't mind it, because you're gonna sleep longer in the morning if you stay up. So it's all good. But you know, that's my story on my labor and delivery. I've seen so many people do stories on their labor and delivery. And, you know, some of them I didn't have to, well, I did watch them anyway, because, you know, I genuinely like watching these people's channel. So I watched it anyway. So you guys, you know, subscribe, leave a comment, press that like button, press that notification bell so you can get notified every time I upload. And you guys let me know what you want me to do on my channel, what you would like to see as well. So, like I said, I was there for 5 days. So the last day, which is crazy, was a snowstorm going home. There wasn't no snowstorm going in, but there was a snowstorm coming home. So it's all good. It's all good though, because I came straight home and Babe went to go get my medicine that I needed. So it was all good. And this is the finished look for today. Next time I might show you guys how I put on my liquid eyeliner, because I didn't do that today, but we will most definitely get to that. Okay. Ooh, that's way too bright. Yeah. So, it's good. So, what else happened while I was there? Nothing else really happened while I was there. Like, I only really had one visitor, because my mom lives in Florida, and then my uncle lives in Florida, my aunt lives in Florida, my grandparents live in Florida. Everybody lives in Florida. And then with my fiance, his mom and his sisters, they all live in North Carolina. So they didn't really see the baby until the summertime. you guys know what this is. This is the mirror. Yeah, so that's how we're doing that. My hair looks so crazy. I need to flat iron it. So maybe that'll be the next video. Me flat ironing my hair. You guys let me know what you want to see. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell for every time I upload. You get notified first. And maybe I'll do some post shout out. Maybe I'll do some notification shout outs. But I only have 4 people at the moment, so for the ones who did subscribe, thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for subscribing. That one girl that left a comment, thank you for that insight. Really, thank you. And thank you for subscribing if you did. So you guys, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for my birthday. My birthday is March 19th. Your homegirl will be in her middle 30s. So I gotta see what I'm gonna do for that, which I might not do anything really because it's gonna be cold and it's the winter time. I really don't want to be outside, and I don't like going to the club anyway. Like, I'd rather just go to the movies, play pool, go bowling, go out to eat, stuff like that. So to my Yodas, because anybody that knows me knows that I love Star Wars, but I love Yoda. Yoda is my main thing. I love Yoda. If I could be a Yoda Jedi, I would be. Like, literally. Yeah, and then I left on Wednesday, like I said. I came straight home. Babe went to get the medicine. And then when he came, and then, you know, I was just chilling. The first time being back home, it felt really weird. And my apartment looked so weird and funny to me because I have been gone for 5 days. So, yeah. Alright, you guys, this is the end of the video. So like I said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell for any time I upload. And I'll say this, for the next 2, maybe 3 people who subscribe to my channel, I will shout you out in my next video.